Yo, what's going on, guys? Ralph, we are back in the studio. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty well. Lots to talk about.
It's been a long month, guys. We're sorry for not shooting any content, releasing any videos. We've just been very busy. We're actually building a website. We actually got a new studio space.
Yep.
So we're moving out of this room in the next couple weeks. We're excited. We're ready to shoot more content. Be back harder than ever. Let's get it.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about today. So let's just get right into it.
Bro, this week's been awesome. We got March Madness coming up just a couple days.
Yeah.
The bracket's almost ready to be filled.
Yep.
I'm excited, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna build my bracket.
Yeah, we'll build it. We'll post it on our Instagram. Get the fans in on what we're doing. But it's just been it's every year. Every year it's crazy. There's upsets all year. Underdogs coming from the bottom.
Yeah.
We had that one year where Loyola, took over.
Oh, that was years ago.
That was awesome though, dude.
Yeah.
So that's what I always see that story as like it's gonna happen. It happens every year.
Yeah.
Someone comes up and just shines.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm rolling with my boys, Purdue, right next to you. They're just playing great basketball.
They're playing phenomenal right now.
Yeah,
they're playing phenomenal. They're in first place in their division. I think they're good. They're going to carry that into March Madness. But again, like you said, there's always an upset. We'll see how far they get into it.
Yeah.
But I see that as a very promising team.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But so we'll get our brackets out next week. We'll post them on our Instagram. Tag us in yours if you guys post any or make any. We'd like to see what you guys are thinking as well. Speaking of basketball, Caitlin Clark, dude, broke the scoring record last week against Ohio State.
That's right.
Took Pistol Pete's record.
Pistol Pete,
yeah. So she is now the highest scoring athlete in college basketball.
Wow.
She's definitely a lock at the first pick this year in the draft. She's declared for the draft. So she is going to the Indiana Fever. That's the first team, though.
Oh, Indiana. Oh.
Yeah, the Indiana Fever. They have the...
Wow, Indiana, Iowa. Okay,
Yeah,
she stays in the Midwest.
Yep.
Okay.
So good for her. Hopefully they win the title this year. I'm rooting for them. Let's go Hawkeyes. So, bro, this week has been awesome. It's free agency started. So we got a bunch of people moving around teams. Let's start off with the AFC North. Russell Wilson is a Steeler. What do you think about that?
Yeah, the Man of Steel.
The Man of Steel.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good. I think the Steelers can definitely benefit from him, and Russell benefit from the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
I think his run in the Broncos was a little bit underwhelming.
Yeah.
I think they didn't use him right. But it makes sense to me.
Yeah, why do you say that?
It makes sense because Russell Wilson, I think, still has a lot of juice in him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Broncos used him very well. I know the Steelers are a very capable team.
Mm-hmm.
They already went to the playoffs, and they just need somebody who's experienced.
Yeah.
They don't need somebody, they don't need that. They just need a person to do their job right. And Russell Wilson does that. They just need someone to complete the passes and get them wins.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Wilson could deliver that.
Someone to just move the ball.
Yeah, just someone to move the ball. I think the Steelers have a fine offense. They have a fine defense. I think they just need that quarterback, and Russell Wilson is that guy. I think it makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with you. Couldn't agree more, actually.
I think it makes sense.
I'm going to play him twice this year, a Bengals fan, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see what he does. Hopefully we do take him down. But we'll see. Pittsburgh has been good. They've been a good team last year. They were a good team. They just needed that veteran with experience to get in there and, lead the team lead the team to wins, right? To get wins.
Right, because they were really shaky. I think they had, 3 quarterbacks play?
Yeah, they had Kenny Pickett, Trubisky, and then Mason Rudolph. So,
So, Russell Wilson, he doesn't get injured too often. I know people say he's older, but I see him lasting the whole season, honestly.
Yeah, hopefully he does, man. It's good. It's good to see a quarterback, play the whole season, not just a couple games, get injured, done.
Yeah, it was a mess last year.
Yeah.
Absolute mess.
All right. So speaking of the AFC North, the Bengals.
Yeah.
We got rid of Joe Mixon.
I know. I was going to ask how you feel about that.
I can't say I'm too mad about it because at least he went to the Texans, right? So I support the Texans against C.J. Stroud and everything. I'm not mad about it. I'm just kind of scared because we don't have anyone in running back right now. We have Chase Brown and we just picked up Zach Moss, right? So I don't know how he plays. He was injured last season.
Yeah.
So he played a couple games. So I'm kind of scared of it. I am kind of scared. Well, we'll see what happens. Bengals seem to be kind of in an awkward situation right now. I think you mentioned that earlier, right? They're in an awkward situation. We just lost Joe Mixon. We're losing T. Higgins.
Losing T. Higgins, they're kind of a bit in a scramble.
Yeah.
It's like their eggs fell out of the basket and they're just trying to gather everything together. They're kind of like in a mini rebuilding process where they're losing a lot of key players. It's going to be interesting where it's going to go. I don't think this season for them is going to be the one.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I don't think it's going to be the one. I think this season is going to show what the Bengals need to improve on.
Oh yeah, no,
You know, like what do they need right now? Obviously, they need an offense, but like who is it going to be? Where are they going to come from? But obviously, you know,
have you heard about the rumors
no.
that we might get Justin Jefferson?
Well, bro, where are you hearing that?
There was a couple people who were just saying it all over. Like even DraftKings posted it, FanDuel posted. They were like, could this be real? Could we see Justin Jefferson at the Bengals? Most likely not. Obviously, he's a superstar. He's gonna want to get paid.
Yeah,
I don't know if the Vikings are willing to lose him. Yeah, as being a superstar, or does he want to leave? Right. But can you just imagine that LSU boys back in the Bengals together?
Yeah.
That'd be a scary offense, bro. Jamar Chase on one side, Justin Jefferson on the other side.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow throwing darts.
I mean, that's a great fantasy. I'll say that. That's a great
dream.
fantasy.
Yeah,
it's a great dream. But
yeah.
right now they're a little bit you know, in the sand right now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with them. I mean, again, we picked up Mike Gesicki at tight end, so that's a cool pickup.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hopefully he does some numbers. We haven't really had a great tight end in a while, so we'll see if he adds to us or not.
I mean, we'll see, but it's very shaky for the Bengals. But I'm going to keep a close eye on them.
Oh yeah. All right. So Bengals, the Ravens, Derrick Henry to the Ravens.
Very controversial.
That's a great pickup for them. We'll see what he does though. He had a bad season last year, and then he didn't have his great King Henry season this year. Right. So hopefully he does something with the Ravens. They are a running game team.
Yeah, but that comes from all from Lamar.
Yeah. So I want to see if they utilize him as they should. You know, maybe Lamar doesn't want to get too much into the running anymore.
Yeah,
doesn't want to get that injury.
I think that's maybe we'll see. I think that's something that they're probably going to have Lamar do but I don't think so. Honestly, I think they're going to have Lamar play the way that he's been playing.
Just stay to the same Lamar.
Stay to the same thing. I mean, the addition does make me think like, all right, maybe we'll try to kind of improve that side of Lamar, but I don't see them fixing something that isn't broken.
Yeah.
That being said, I think the AFC North is they're all pretty competitive right now. We got Cleveland Brown, Brown, who, you know, just let go of
Joe Flacco.
That was fun.
Mr. Comeback Player of the Year.
Yeah, that was fun. Where's he headed off to?
He's going to the Colts actually. So he's running like 1 year deal to the Colts.
Because
I think they have Anthony Richardson, who should be coming back from an injury. Yeah, their rookie quarterback. And then he's going to probably be a backup.
Anything else for the AFC North?
I forgot Patrick Queen from the Ravens going to the Steelers. That was a very controversial move because he went to a division rival. So I wonder what happens with that. You know, like it's so interesting when somebody moves within their division, you know?
I know, right?
Because it's like you're rivals, dude. Why are you going to your rival team?
Anytime something like that happens, I just think they're a sleeper agent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just there to plot.
Yeah. So I saw that and even some of the Ravens were like, "You're dead to me." Like, why are you going to the Steelers, bro? Of all teams.
Wow.
That's so. It's so funny how it works that way. Like, oh yeah, one day I'm a Bear, next day I'm a Packer. You know.
I know, right? I mean, that did happen. We'll get to it, but that did happen this past week.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that was the AFC North. A couple of trades that we saw that kind of stood out to us. But the AFC South has had a couple moves. Yep. Right. The Jags just picked up Gabe Davis from the Bills.
Right.
It's been a talk about that too because they're saying he's maybe wide receiver 1 now, but they have a good team. They have Christian Kirk is another guy who's on their team who's right there at wide receiver 1. So I want to see what happens with these guys.
Yeah, I know. I'm interested in seeing how they're going to use him just because they had that last
roll, right? They were 8-3, then they went to 9-8.
I kept picking them. I was losing money on them every week. What is going on with them?
Every week we lost money on these guys.
Bro, I don't want to see that again. I don't want to see that from the Jaguars again.
Bro, I hope not, man. So they picked up Gabe Davis. They also picked up Mac Jones, which is a weird pickup.
Yeah, I know.
So that means he's gonna be a backup this year, which I mean, he wasn't that good last year, anyways, right? They got rid of Calvin Ridley. He is now going to be a Titan. The Titans also picked up Tony Pollard from the Cowboys. That's the only move the Cowboys made this year.
Bro, the Cowboys, bro, I wonder. The Cowboys are going to get worse. Bro, they're going to get worse next season.
We'll get to them when we get to the NFC.
That is so funny, the Cowboys.
So yeah, that's a trade that just happened.
Yeah.
Texans obviously picked up Joe Mixon.
You know, let me tell you something. Like, Texans are your second team. Mm-hmm. I mean, it does kind of like, sure, it sucks you lose it from the Bengals, but you got him in the Texans. How do you think he fits in there?
Bro, I think he fits very well in there.
Yeah.
You know, because this team is this young. They're ready to go, right? They all are ready to roll. We did get our injuries last year with Tank Dell, which is okay. He's going to come back stronger than ever. So we got Tank Dell, Joe Mixon. Dalton Schultz has been doing very well at tight end. He fits right in there. I feel like him and CJ Stroud are just going to connect. They're going to be 1-1 right together and just take it off. Because that's what they were missing. They were missing a running back, right? They had Devin Singletary last year, and he was okay. He put some numbers up. He had a couple games. Dameon Pierce hasn't been Dameon Pierce in a while. So I feel like adding this running back threat now.
I was going to say the same thing because, like, obviously it's a young team. They don't have any star names. They finally have somebody. I think it's going to put Houston on the map right now. Like, okay, you thought we were good without anybody. Now that we have somebody,
Yeah.
oh my God. Like I think they're going to win the whole division.
Yeah, they're taking the AFC South by hand easy.
Easy, right?
There's no way. I don't see the Jags, Colts, or Tennessee beating them at all.
That is so crazy because the Jags were a powerhouse team just a few years ago, and now the Texans are.
Yeah,
right,
they just
1.
took them right back to number 1. All right, that's it. I think that's everything for the AFC South that I have on my list. All right, so yeah, that was it for the South. Let's check the West. The Chiefs just picked up Marquise Brown.
Excellent.
That's a good pickup for them. They needed a wide receiver, someone who has potential to be great. The Raiders got rid of Garoppolo. They did pick up Minshew.
Yeah.
Minshew Mania is coming to the Raiders. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for wherever he goes. He's a cool guy, just a fun guy to watch. I wonder if he's going to be the starter quarterback, though. I think he's going to stay back up.
You know what? Based on the trend, bro, it's probably going to be a veteran. Yeah, I don't know.
It can be a veteran. Who? I don't know who. Right now, I don't know who. Broncos haven't made any moves besides get rid of, obviously, Russell Wilson. So they're in need of a quarterback, too.
They're in need of a quarterback.
There's 2 teams right there who need a quarterback in this division. The Chargers have been getting rid of everybody.
I know. It's because the Chargers had they had some trouble with their budget.
Yeah.
They did pick up a great coach, which I thought it's going to go to the Bears. Yeah. But
Jim Harbaugh.
I still think the Chargers have a lot of potential. Even though they're letting go of a lot of guys, I think they still have a lot of potential.
Yeah, they got rid of Eckler.
Yep.
They got rid of Keenan Allen, and they got rid of Mike Williams, who was injured last season. But they had great weapons who I guess they are damaged good now. So that's why they got rid of them. So now it's a rebuild. It's time
officially
for
a rebuild team. They're going to rebuild around Herbert. Not that those guys weren't useful. They definitely were, but I think they're planning on recruiting younger guys now.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the Chargers do this year, especially with a new coach who's going to come in with a different head mindset.
Yeah,
so I'm excited.
I think Herbert is a great quarterback. I think if they play their moves right, this is definitely a Super Bowl team.
Yeah,
I think so.
No, they've always been a threat. It's, the Chargers, like I told you before, they've always been a threat. They had great seasons. Herbert's been amazing. He had a bad season last year, of course, but besides that, he's been great. I love watching his games. I love watching Herbert play. Okay, so nothing too crazy happened in the West just yet. It's been quiet. And then we have the AFC East.
Nothing's been happening.
They've been quiet as well. They said the Patriots got rid of Mac Jones.
They
picked up Jacoby Brissett, but that's just another backup quarterback. Nothing too crazy there.
It's been pretty quiet. Do you expect any major moves from any of these teams?
All right, so yeah, the Bills haven't done too much, but they did pick up Curtis Samuel from the Commanders, which is an okay pickup. He's a receiver. They do need that. Hopefully, they can utilize him.
Because I'm sure Josh Allen needs something.
Some help because they have been. It's been like a Josh Allen show. Right, it's just been him rushing. We've seen him rush all year.
Dude, he's great. Carried that team.
He
in the playoffs.
literally carried that team on his back, bro. His back is still sore to today. So he needs some weapons for himself. He has Stephon Diggs. That's it.
That's pretty much it.
So they need it.
And I feel like he isn't. I feel like Diggs also. He is wide open, but I feel like he's not playing he's not a pivotal role.
Yeah.
But I do see, I feel like Josh Allen is missing him though.
Yeah.
I feel like he's not using him as much.
Yeah, he didn't utilize him as much as he has done before.
Right, which kind of makes it seem like he's invisible. Like, bro, where is he?
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I think they need another wide receiver, which I think they're probably going to pull off later.
Yeah, they got draft picks. They got a draft pick, I think. And now they can just pick up somebody. They need somebody because this team could be dangerous. But it's just Josh Allen running the ball.
I know.
So
it can be dangerous. I want to see them beat the Chiefs.
Hell yeah, that's
just because I don't think maybe the Bengals can do it, but I want to see them beat the Chiefs. I think Josh Allen needs it, bro. He needs it for his soul.
Miami has been quiet. They did get rid of Christian Wilkins to the Raiders, but besides that, they haven't done nothing too crazy. The Jets either haven't picked up anybody so far.
anybody so far. Yeah, it's been pretty quiet up there.
Yeah.
It's been pretty quiet up there. We'll see who goes to New England. You know, they still got a quarterback there, so I'm expecting a really big update there.
It's gonna be a big move there. They do have the 3rd pick, so they can draft Drake May.
Drake May. I see him there.
I can see him there.
I see him there.
The next Tom Brady for the Patriots.
Next Tom Brady for the Patriots. Dude, imagine they become a whole nother dynasty, not too far off.
Oh my goodness.
So let's talk about the NFC.
Yeah, let's move to the NFC.
You know, there's the most quietest team in the whole league, the Dallas Cowboys.
Who?
Dude, they haven't done anything.
They haven't done anything but get rid of Tony Pollard.
Same classroom, bro.
Same classroom.
Yeah, they're gonna have the same results, same classroom. That's so funny, bro. Dak Prescott got a new haircut. That's it,
bro. That's it. That's the only thing.
That's the only thing.
The Eagles have made a move. They went for Saquon Barkley and they got him.
Yeah,
that's a pickup.
I know, that's a great pickup. Here's the thing: Eagles kind of fell off a little bit, but they're still a very strong team.
Yeah, oh yeah. They just added another weapon to their already great arsenal of players. Right?
Yep.
I can see them definitely doing something this year. You know, like definitely being better than they ended.
Yeah,
so they started off amazing, 10-1, and then went 11-6. Right?
Yeah,
so they're definitely gonna have something with Saquon. He needs to be in a better team.
I agree
that he doesn't just carry himself.
I agree.
Now he has his team that's gonna carry him, and he also adds to that. You know,
yeah.
So that'll be nice to see him make some moves up there.
It feels nice to have other people. I don't want to say like, all right, like we're working together finally.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like he's like, all right, I can work with these people.
Yep.
And that's going to make him even better.
Yeah. So
I think we're going to see more highlights out of him.
Yeah, we'll see definitely a better season from him. I see a lot of touchdowns from him. Definitely with that tush push that the Eagles love to do at the 1 yard. Just push him. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm expecting that. Let's talk about the Giants. Giants are a pretty tough situation.
Giants are in a horrible position right now.
What would you do in their position right now?
Being the manager, I messed up and I overpaid this dude.
Oh, right? Dude, I
overpaid this guy, Daniel Jones.
I know.
So it's gonna be tough, man. Now you got to work with what you have. Work with what you got, right? So I don't know what I would do right now if he's coming back this season. Okay, good. He's coming back. We utilize him, build with him still. He's our quarterback now. We paid him.
Gotta use him.
So
right?
we have to use him. I don't know what they're gonna do, man. I don't know what's in their head right now. You know, because they have no money. I don't know what they're gonna do. They just lost Saquon Barkley.
They needed to, though. They got no money. Bro, that's a team where they put in their pockets and they lift out the nothing. It's just flies and nickels.
Like the commercials.
That's all they have. You know, they spend so much money on one player. And, you know, they got to somehow work with it.
So they downgraded to Devin Singletary from the Texans. So not a bad pickup, but again, Saquon Barkley was obviously Saquon Barkley.
I know. I mean, they had to, though.
But they had to. Commanders have made some moves. They got Eckler. They did get rid of Curtis Samuel to the Bills, and they got rid of Sam Howell, the quarterback, right? So now they have the second pick. I don't know who they're going to take. Are they taking Drake May? Are they taking Jaden Daniels?
They're taking Jaden Daniels.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so because with his play style, I think it works fine with them.
Okay.
I think it'll improve their game. I think they're going to do better than last year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Which is fine. You know, I mean, we don't expect them to be number one, but I think they are going to see improvements.
Yeah.
All right, NFC North. It's my favorite division.
All right, I'll let you talk about this one.
Yeah, we got a lot of moves in the NFC North, mostly from Chicago.
Yep.
I think they're having fun with their money right now. What do you think?
I agree. They got 3 pickups already that I've seen. Go ahead, talk about them. I'll let you bring them.
Yeah, we have the NFC North. Chicago has been making noise out of all the teams.
Cooking, bro.
They've been cooking. They're finally building an offense right now, which is a shame because this is what we've been asking for Justin.
All these years.
All these years, we've been asking to help Justin, and this is when Justin's on his way out. You know,
they're probably just building for Caleb Williams.
Oh my God, dude! The Bears are in the best position possible right now. I don't see them failing.
Yeah,
I don't see them. Poles picked up Keenan Allen, which I think is a great addition, right? We got DJ Moore. We got him. People are saying, he's a little bit of damaged goods, but at least we have a receiver who could pick up at least 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Right?
With a good quarterback, definitely.
With a good quarterback, which, bro, even with a decent quarterback, I mean, Justin Fields, I think, can utilize him if he ends up staying. I don't see him staying. And Caleb Williams, I mean, you can't be in a better position. Yeah. Honestly, you really can't.
You got a team who's now playoff contenders, who's going to be in the playoffs. I don't see them not making the playoffs this year. Caleb Williams coming into that situation, like you said, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen. They just picked up Everett from the Chargers.
Right.
So they're giving him weapons. They're giving him options. And they still got the number 9 pick. Another receiver.
Oh my God.
That's just 3 wide receivers that have a name for themselves who are going to make this Bears team hit the playoffs. Dude.
Finally, it feels so good. It feels so good, but you know what? We'll see how this plays out.
Yeah, we can't get too high hopes yet. It could be another bad season. It's the Bears. We don't know.
We'll see, but we'll see how that goes. We also have Swift joining the squad, which I think is a pretty fine addition. I know he's a little bit on the older side, but you know what? I think he can improve the Bears.
Oh yeah, he adds some value to the Bears for sure.
Most definitely. I honestly don't see them failing, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. These things are always a hit or miss, but with this much talent and this much experience, they have a pretty positive chance.
That division's going to be tough. Lions, Packers, and Bears are going to go at it.
Dude, it's so competitive. It's going to be so competitive. Yeah. Lions are coming off a hot season. Packers, young team, again off a hot season. They're just going to be riding that momentum from the last end of the season. The only team that isn't looking too good is Minnesota.
Yeah, they're in a rebuild now.
They're in a rebuild now. They lost their quarterback in Kirk Cousins. You said there's rumors about Justin Jefferson leaving. They're going to struggle. Yeah, they're going to struggle. But every other team is looking really good.
Yeah, they're just going to do a rebuild. It's just count the Vikings out. Speaking about our division, right? The Packers got rid of Aaron Jones.
Right.
Kind of mad about that. Kind of not. We picked up Josh Jacobs.
Right.
So that's a cool pickup. It is interesting. He did go off not last season, but the season before. He had a great season. Probably one of the best seasons he had.
Right.
As a running back. But Aaron Jones to the Vikings. Again, going into the divisional rival. Like
I know. Anytime I see that, it's a spy.
Yeah,
it's a spy. Especially even with coaches.
Yeah, so that kind of sucks to see. I mean, I root for him. He's been my running back for the last couple of years as a Packer fan.
Was he in your fantasy?
No, he wasn't in my fantasy.
Okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for that division. Nothing else too crazy from the Lions yet.
Yeah, they've been pretty quiet, but they're still a pretty dangerous team. Let's move to the South. Let's go to the NFC South. Atlanta. I think that's the biggest news right now. They got Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, they picked up Kirk Cousins at a crazy price.
Oh my God.
$180 million, dude.
$180 million.
At 35 years old for 4 years.
Injury prone. Bro, his agent snapped.
I know. Literally, he's getting paid out of that $880 million.
I need to know what his sales tactic is because he sold Kirk Cousins.
Bro, what's your email, dude?
What's your email?
Can we hit you up? No, yeah, he cooked that deal, bro. At a 35-year-old, one playoff win in his entire career, never reached Super Bowl.
And he's getting paid the big bucks.
He's getting paid.
But I mean, it makes sense. I think Kirk Cousins fits fine in the Falcons.
Think so?
Yeah, I think he fits fine. They have a good O-line, so they're going to protect him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know you had mentioned that, bro, this guy's going to get injured in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
I think this season he'll stay pretty clean.
Okay.
He's got a pretty decent offense. It's a young team. I think they just need somebody who's a little older.
Yeah.
Again, it's another case of this Russell Wilson where they need somebody to do the job.
Yeah.
They need someone to stack up wins, throw the darts, and just progress.
Okay.
I think Kirk Cousins can do that. Because I know there was a market for a younger quarterback in Chicago to trade.
Mm-hmm.
And, there was talks of the Steelers picking him up. There was talks of the Falcons picking him up. But I think because he's so young, I think right now they're just looking for a quarterback to get the job done.
Yeah.
And then maybe they'll start the rebuild while they kind of put that position on hold.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it makes sense. It's fine, but it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was out of nowhere. It was just out the blue, literally. All right. So that was that. Tampa Bay. Mayfield got his deal. 3 years.
He finally found his team.
Yeah, 3 years, $100 million. That's good for him. He needed to get paid. He had a great season last year. Made it to the playoffs. Good for him. But they haven't made anything crazy yet. I haven't seen anything else from the Tampa Bay.
Another team. Let's talk about the Carolina Panthers.
Bro, the Panthers have been trying to make moves. So I don't know what's in their head. They're trying to be like a little rebuild. They did pick up Deontay Johnson from the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool pickup for them. He is a good receiver. But what do you think? What do you think is going on through their head? What's their process right now?
I think the Panthers' process is just to, I mean, obviously they want to stick with Bryce Young. They want to see how they can build around him, but they are losing a lot while trying to gain.
Yeah.
I don't know, honestly. I don't know. I think they're going to do better this next season. I just don't know how.
Yeah. I don't see it yet. Like, I just can't see the vision. It's still too early in the rebuild, I think. That's probably what it is. It's just we just gotta wait it out.
I guess we'll see what they come up with though.
Yeah, they still got their they still got moves to make. So we'll see what they do for Bryce Young. If that's their guy they're sticking with, they got to build for him. You know, they got to bring in guys that are going to help this dude elevate the game.
Yeah.
You know, the Saints have been quiet as well.
Saints have been pretty quiet.
They just waived off Michael Thomas, which is kind of crazy, but also he's very injury prone. He's been injured every season. So that kind of sucks, but I do root for him as a receiver. So hopefully he gets somewhere picked up. They're saying maybe the Dolphins. Maybe he goes to the Dolphins. He'd be with Tyreek and Jalen Waddle. That'd be nasty.
That's fine, yeah.
So we'll see what happens with him. But besides that, they've been quiet. That's pretty much it for the NFC South.
The NFC West, I feel like has been relatively quiet as well.
Yep.
Let's start off with the Cardinals.
Cardinals got rid of Marquise Brown. They're probably making space for Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be a Cardinal.
He's gonna probably if the Bears are taking Caleb Williams, he's gonna be a Cardinal. They have a team that Cardinals have a good team. They had a bad season as far as like record wise.
Yeah,
but I think the Cardinals have the potential to be a great team. Right? Yeah. They got Kyler Murray's back, James Conner at running back, awesome. They just need someone else to make plays. You know, which I think Marvin Harrison makes a perfect fit for that team.
I'm a little jealous.
I'm
a little jealous, man. I mean, I think Caleb Williams is great. I kind of wanted to see what he would be in the Bears, but I mean, he'll be happy in Arizona.
Yeah, with nice weather too.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so speaking, Rams have been quiet. We got news Aaron Donald's retiring.
Right.
When he got his ring at the Rams.
Yeah.
They were saying he was a good pickup for the Bengals. Was again a rumor, but I guess we got the news today. He's retiring. So.
He's retired today. Congratulations to him. He had a great career.
Yeah, great career.
He got his ring. I thought he was gonna retire if he didn't win that bowl.
Yeah, that's what he had said.
Yeah, but finally he did, and he played a couple more. He had a great career.
Yep. San Fran's been very quiet too. The 49ers.
I mean, bro, what do they need? What else do they need?
Well, there was talks of Ayuk leaving. Brandon Ayuk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was talks about that. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but there was talks that he wants to be a
bear.
That'd be insane.
I'm just kidding.
So yeah, I think he wants to leave. I'm not 100% sure if I got my facts right or not, but they were saying he wanted to leave and be wide receiver number 1 somewhere else because they got Deebo Samuel, of course. But this team doesn't need anything. They just need a win. They need to win that final game.
Purdy got married.
Brock Purdy got married.
I guess that's news, right?
Yeah, congrats, Brock Purdy.
Congratulations.
All right, so yeah, NFC West has been quiet, and that's pretty much it. We've been through everything. Let me see if I have anything that I've missed on here. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it for our list as we got so far. It's only been week 1, and it's been insane, right?
Dude, just at work, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, my phone has been going off all week. I was excited every day. I was like, what's going on today? Who's trading today? You know, we still got all the rest of the months till the season starts. So
yeah, till the season starts. So there's going to be a lot more moves, a lot more to talk about.
Hell yeah. All right. So, so far what happened this week? Who do you think now with these new moves has become a threat this next season?
Who's become a threat in this season? You know what? Listen, I mean, this is pretty typical, but I think the Bears.
I was going to say, the Bears.
I think the Bears. I mean, they're already in a pretty competitive division.
Right.
But I think now I think they're the number 1 team that has made the most progress in these picks, who has benefited the most.
Yep. So far, they're looking good. In my opinion.
Mm-hmm. They have a pretty stacked squad right now. They're just missing the quarterback.
Yeah.
They're just missing, and depending on who it is, that'll either say like, all right, they're the biggest threat to the entire league, or they're just going to be a threat in their division or something like that. But I'm going to say the Bears.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. So far from these moves, again, they look like they are the biggest threat. They're going to come out strong this year. You know, that's what they look. Again, it's what it looks like on paper. We don't know yet till the season starts.
I know. That's what it looks like on paper. That's what always happens. It's like on paper, it's fantastic, but we'll see how this plays out on the field.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, besides that, right now, no one looks too crazy. Some people that are still staying quiet. I mean, they don't need, like, for the 49ers, they haven't really made moves, but they don't really need moves.
Right.
You know, they got rid of some guys, but nothing too major.
Right.
The Cowboys have been quiet, again, going for another 11-6 season.
The Cowboys are so...
All right, so that pretty much wraps up the episode. Thank you guys again for watching. If you got this far, go ahead and comment below what color our sweater is, and I'm going to choose a winner to buy a coffee for next week.
Nice.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next week.
See ya.